Disc golf has many categories of disc, but I think the overstable yet pushy mid-range might be one of the most important. I personally believe there are currently two molds that rule this category of disc. The Axiom Discs Pyro, which comes in at 5402.5, and looks a little something like this. In my personal favorite, the Birdie Disc Golf Supply Ultra, which comes in at 5303 and looks like this. Overall, these molds are very similar. They're both flat, they're both beadless, they have a very similar beveled edge, but most of all, you can smack the absolute shit out of them, both forehand and backhand. They're gonna go dead straight, probably longer than your meat hook, but they're still gonna get that consistent fade right at the end. Go in. Oh, I got caught up in the tree. Same tree.
There's three keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all three to do this disc sport.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the 30-day MVP challenge. You probably already know, 9 holes, CTP battle, Pyro versus the Ultra. I'm excited. What better way to start than with an Ultra park job? I did not see how this tree from the tee pad was totally blocking the ace. You could get a little sneaky, which kind of sucks, but 1-0 Ultra, let's go. So the Pyro is a disc that I've always been pretty outspoken about my hatred for the Buzz OS, my love for the Ultra, and my love overall for the overstable mid-range that still pushes. It's just such a valuable tool, especially for a player with like a 50-50 forehand, backhand game. You can just trust the mold so much. And for the last year or so, so many people have been like, Brad, you need to try the Pyro. And I'm like, guys, I know I'd like it. I'm sure it's a great disc. But when you got this bad girl, do you really need it? Who knows? Another wide open forehand right here. Ultra with the box. Little forehand spike. Come on, baby. That's literally 2 feet away. Oh, kind of pulled it a little. It's still a good shot. You might be like, Brad, I thought you had a pink Pyro. Yeah, I lost it, so I had to go buy a new one for this video, which is all right. This thing's an absolute beauty. Swirly purple, blue rim. But the Pyro, great disc. You know, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think these two molds specifically kind of rule this category. More specifically, a slightly beat up variation, but today we took two freshies because we wanted to, you know, get that true comparison. Whereas normally I'd be bagging an Ultra that's a little beat in. It's gonna push a little bit further than even this one. Hard to compete with this. Hole 3, 379 feet, wide open, straight out there. Beauty of a little park style hole. I don't know if I can get these here. I'll be honest, they're not beat up, they're pretty fresh, but a little story. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Aaron Gossage throws this super beat up Buzz OS a ton. And although I personally don't believe the Buzz OS is a very good overstable mid, his argument and the way he throws that thing definitely makes me maybe reconsider. A couple years ago at the Preserve, we were out there playing in hole 3, if you know this hole. It's like 400 feet, dead straight, wide open. He just smacks this Buzz OS. Bro, I don't think Buzz OSs are supposed to do that. I don't think Buzz OSs are supposed to do that. And at this point, I already, you know, was in love with the Ultra. It was already one of my favorite mids, but the way he threw this shot was so much commitment, and it went 400 feet with a Buzz OS, but it got that slight drift to the right and then still fades out. I was like, that is why you need a disc like this, and you gotta give it a year, even maybe more, to beat up. And it was that shot where I was just like, damn. Oof. See how you can commit to it and it's gonna fly, but it's just so consistent. Oof. Wow, that's actually so fast. So the Ultra's right here. We're going to that basket right there. And here's the Pyro. The Pyro, although brand new, like I bought it 2 days ago, I think. And the Ultra, it's one that I just before this challenge kind of put into the bag as like a second string. So it probably has 10, 15 throws on it, maybe. So still pretty fresh. This seems a little faster and a little pushier. Prism Proton plastic, I'm not totally sure, you know, if that makes a big difference, but I mean, 379, these probably threw 330-ish, so nothing crazy, but man, it's just such a consistent line on those flex shots. So I knew this was a video that I had to make during this series. I had to compare literally one of my favorite molds, probably like a top 5 mold for me, and I'll spill the beans, just don't tell anybody, but the broad coming soon. But I knew I had to make this one. These discs, you know, all respect to the Pyro, but unfortunately, as soon as this challenge is over, she gone. See you later. But I guess on that note, if you're looking for a new Pyro and you want a Frisbee Club stamped to shit, broad signed, custom drawing Pyro, send me a DM, send me an offer. Because isn't it crazy how a park course in the middle of town in the PNW looks still like this with the mountains in the background? Kind of crazy. 290 feet, right out there. A little backhand hyzer. Go in. A little low, but maybe a skip. Come on, baby. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the pushy Overstable mid. Is there another one out there on the market that you like better? You know, this isn't the category of like the deflector, the justice, you know, those meat hooks. This is that stable disc that still pushes. And honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know, the Bobcat from Mint. What else? I can't even think of that many other kind of like pushy Overstable mid-ranges. The Cayman from Innova is a pretty solid one. Beadless feels very nice on the forehand. Other than that, I can't really think of it. Let me know. Pyro, Ultra, let's go. Basket right behind that little Christmas tree out there. Little forehand ace run. Oh, I sawed it off. Doors open for the Pyro. Oh, I love that. Come on, baby. Oh, a little deep. Since being in the PNW, it's been a little tricky finding a park style course that's good for reviews. And I think I found one today. Unfortunately, it's like 45, maybe about 45 minutes from my house, which kind of sucks. But if you come out here, spend the day, film a couple cinemas, it's worth it. But a nice little park course like this, this can't be mad at. It's just good disc golf. Well, sawing off the Ultra, still much closer than the Pyro. 4-1 Ultra, not looking too hot, but we've seen comebacks happen before on this format. But honestly, today is maybe the first time I've had a real good chance to just throw the Pyro. The courses I've been frequenting are very straight. You're really just throwing dead straight putter mid, maybe a slight pushy hyzer. But the Overstable mid, unfortunately, didn't get a lot of use this month, which kind of made me sad because I knew I wanted to, you know, figure out the Pyro. But honestly, just today, I feel like I'm learning the Pyro is a little faster than expected. This specific one is a little less stable out of the box than expected, which for me, I really enjoy. Next hole, dead straight, right out there next to this real tall tree. It says it's 200 feet. But if that's 200 feet, that's the shortest 200 feet I've ever seen. This should be a good hole to really kind of see how it pushes on a little bit flatter of a forehand. Oh no, come on. Talk about a comeback. That was so bad. Can't win them all, guys. We all suck at something. Oh yeah. Okay, that is nowhere near 200 feet. Very solid. So I clicked the record throw thing on UDisc when I was standing by the basket. 335 it actually plays, which makes a lot more sense. 256 here. Basket is pretty much between the really tall stump and the tree. I'm thinking we're gonna go backhand, try and give it a little ace run. Pyro with the box. If the Pyro can snag this one, we got ourselves a battle, that's for sure. Love it. Swing. Oh, Not super deep, but a little deep. Or lower and more inside, but I like it. I love hard disc golf courses, but I'll be honest, some days when your only option to film content is to go out to like a challenging wooded course and maybe you're sore, maybe you're just honestly not feeling it, it can like mentally it's just a little draining some days, especially dealing with this tendonitis now in my elbow. But a park style course like this with beautiful surroundings, even though all the holes are just wide open, honestly, this is kind of what brings me the most joy in disc golf, is just the simplicity of a nice park style course. As long as the holes let you throw a full shot, you know, I don't want just like dinkers and little ace runs, but something like this, honestly, just really enjoy it. Good little basket placement. Guys, the Pyro grabbed another stroke on the comeback train. The amount of times it's been 4-1, you know, my disc is up. All it needs is one more to secure the dub. And then the competitor just, you know, it's the favorite versus the MVP. And it just comes back. Could tie it up. We got 2 holes left. Tee box over there, basket over there, forehand up and around the corner. This is fun because we're close now and it's blind. So I don't even know what's happening until we get up there. Oh, I feel like I sawed that off. Uh-oh. When the Pyro needed me the most, I failed, but the Ultra absolutely parked. Let's go. And just like that, the Ultra secures the W 5-3. But we got one more hole. See if we can ching up an ace. This is a tricky little hole, low ceiling, but I think a forehand screamer right at it honestly plays pretty good. Little high. Decent shot, not an ace run. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, short. 342, slightly downhill. So I feel like that's a good representation of, you know, this is that perfect 320 foot. You know, you can push them a little further if you got some height, you know, maybe 340, 350, depending on your arm. But God, I love this category of disc. The super straight mid-range and the pushy overstable mid-range are just my favorites. I'm not the biggest fan of just like the stable mid-range, you know. I just feel like it doesn't fly cool. I don't know, it's just like, you know, it goes straight and then hyzers, whereas this gets a little push up and then hyzers. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm so glad I came to this course today, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't very excited to film today, but I just got out here and then I saw this one on UDisc and I was like, that looks like it might be decent. Came out here pleasantly surprised. Very much enjoyed my time. And you know what? We can put some respect on the Pyro's name because it only lost by 1. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this one. The Pyro Birdie Disc Golf Supply Ultra Battle. Ultra sneaks out the dub. Came down to the wire once again. If you're looking to pick up a Birdie Disc Golf Supply Ultra, head over to Birdie. Use code Frisbee Club. It's going to save you 10% and it directly supports me. There's also some Frisbee Club Velcro bag patches still available, I think. Hopefully they're not sold out on Birdie. If you want a Pyro, head over to powergripusa.com. I think they have some in stock. I should really check this shit before I do this. But also, if you're looking to get a Gyropalooza box, go to powergripusa.com. They're not discounted, but if you use my code Broderick10, it directly supports me with a kickback. Tells them that I sent you. I'd appreciate that big time. Plus, I know you guys are freaking ordering them anyway, so go do it. But thanks, guys. That's another episode of the MVP Challenge. We're counting down the days. Also, last thing, I want to do like a wrap-up Q&A for this series. Any questions you guys have about like my experience, you know, throwing MVP for 30 days for the last month and learning about the brand, let me know. Please comment those questions down below because I want to have like a good little like, I don't know if I'll do it like a sit-down wrap-up video or if I'll just go play and like maybe talk about things. I don't know. We'll see. But let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.